Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Green Bay Area Public School District's master plan gets an update that will change the future of one school. District administration now recommends that Leonardo Da Vinci School for Gifted Learners remains at its current location.
The superintendent says moving it would not serve the district's overall goals of addressing aging facilities, declining enrollment, and projected budget deficits. Samantha Cavalli attended tonight's school board meeting. She joins us live in the studio with the details and news about other changes that are moving forward. Samantha.
Cammie and Bill, the 10-year facilities master plan originally called for closing some schools and moving the locations of others, including a move for Da Vinci School to Webster Elementary. Tonight, however, the district is recommending to keep Leonardo Da Vinci at its current location at the near east side of downtown Green Bay. The district points to several reasons for the change, saying it can't justify the move as it doesn't fit the guidance listed in that master plan. District Superintendent Dr. Claude Taylor made the announcement and explained the three main points. First, he respected that there has been a recent investment in Da Vinci and a move to Webster would require additional investments into Webster School. Second, he says moving Da Vinci to Webster does not create any long-term savings. Finally, he says any boundary revisions associated with proposed school consolidations should, as much as possible, minimize change for Green Bay area students, families, and district operations.
Since Leonardo da Vinci is a school with no boundaries, keeping Da Vinci in the future task force efforts in boundary study only provided long-term uncertainty for the Da Vinci students, staff, and families, which seem unnecessary.
The board will take a vote on September 25th during its regular meeting. Now in October, the district will bring its recommendation for the potential closure of Tank Elementary to the board. Plus, preliminary design work has begun for transitioning John Dewey Academy of Learning and/or the district office to West High School. And an RFP process for architectural design has begun for a new West Side Elementary School. Cammie.